First of all, what is a deposition? Depositions are the opportunity that you have in the discovery process for your attorney to ask questions of the witnesses against you. If you have a pending criminal case, the state has almost certainly listed witnesses on their witness list that they'll call to testify on behalf of the state to essentially prove that you've committed the crime of which you're accused. You have the opportunity, if you have a felony case, to have those witnesses deposed, meaning have your attorney ask questions of those witnesses to bear out what the real facts are, what they would testify to in trial, and to develop a strategy to work on your case. If you have a misdemeanor case, you sometimes have a right to a deposition, but that's something that your attorney would have to file a motion for if you wanted depositions of any of the witnesses in your case. Why are depositions important? First of all, in order to present most evidence, the state has to actually call a witness to introduce that evidence. You want to know before you set your case for trial what those witnesses will say, and if that's the same thing that they've said previously. You have the opportunity by asking questions and depositions to determine the answers to a lot of questions that you may not want to come out on the day of trial. You want to make sure you know that information in advance. I've heard a lot of criminal clients or even other criminal defense attorneys question whether depositions are necessary or whether they're a good thing. In each case, it really depends on what the facts of the case are and whether or not that's a smart thing to do. But in many of my felony cases, I take depositions so I can know exactly what the facts are before I move forward in the case. Depositions help me to determine whether a witness can tell a consistent story, what their body language is going to be like when they're asked questions about the case, and whether or not it will be in your benefit to actually go to trial based on what witnesses said in deposition and how they came off. Depositions are something that you don't want to try to do on your own. In many cases, it will be very difficult for a criminal defendant to try to conduct depositions on their own. Likewise, if you plan on hiring a private criminal defense attorney, you may want to do that as early as possible in your case, because that attorney may have a different theory of the case than the public defender or other attorney that's been assigned by the court to your case. So depositions are very important, and you want to make sure that you know what's going on in your case and what your attorney plans on doing in terms of depositions.